We will rock you, boom, boom, rock you. Well, I hope you're ready. I hope you're all ready because we are going to be going live soon. Just checking on my sound. 85%. Am I actually? Oh no, 21. Great, thank you. Marvelous. Right now, yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to tweak up a little bit like that. Oh yeah, I think that's about right. We can be heard. Good, 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 good. We shall go live soon. We'll just get a drink and we will be with you shortly. To get that in Coca-Cola. This is a Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Well, we are going live. Let's just get everything sorted, ready for you all. We will go editor. Scene transition. Welcome to John S.'s Sports Channel, where we do usually Championship and League One. But we have got a bit of a different day today. Did you see Leyton Orient? They nearly did it, didn't they? They did so damn well. I especially like the second half, actually, because I know they did worse in that, but they actually came out and attacked them in the second half. And I actually thought that Leyton Orient did quite a good job. The first half, get that goal. That was a great goal, wasn't it? Absolutely cracking goal. And then in the second half, they up to that, between the goal and the second half, they seemed to just pull back a bit and sort of, we'll just make sure we're not gonna be pounded too much. And they sat back in defence, didn't they? And it was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. Obviously it wasn't, but in the second half they were still ahead and they pushed further forward, and actually there were several chances for that guy up the front. I can't remember his name, but he was doing bloody well up the front, and I remember thinking, he's actually put himself on show, isn't he? He was doing there was some really tight angles, and those tight angle shots that he was doing for Leyton Orient were actually really, really good, on target, and I actually found it really, really interesting to watch. Let's see which ones we're going to be going with. Sheffield United. I'm going to go Sheffield United, Portsmouth. Let's go Sheffield United, Portsmouth. I know, who is it who comes on usually? Before we turn that one up, there is obviously, there's a Birmingham fan. Yeah, there's a Birmingham fan that comes on usually. So we're on Sheffield United. We'll wait for that. We'll bring the Sheffield United game in later. Sheffield United Portsmouth. Here's the one we're going to have a look on the side at. I'm just going to make sure we've got enough power, ladies and gentlemen, for the... for that, because otherwise we'll be running out of our...
The team news in from Bramall Lane for this afternoon's championship clash between promotion chasing.
I don't really want to be running out of power on the commentary, so or nipping away at I can just imagine it, can't you? Nipping away at half time because the power on the commentary's gone. Well, we've got that there, so we're going to be live with the Sheffield United Portsmouth game, which is actually going to be quite interesting because the Sheffield United have been doing, I would say, not as well as they should be. Got my Coke in hand. And Portsmouth have been doing not too bad. I mean, they're not very good away from home. That's my worry with Portsmouth. Not quite up to it away from home. At home, they're really good. Away from home, just don't seem to have that hit. A bit like my side, Rotherham, who I think are officially on the beach. I mean, I can't believe we're saying this in the middle of that's like middle end of January, but Rotherham United seem to be on the beach, which is quite amazing. I don't think they'll go down, and they're certainly not really going up. So if my friend from Birmingham's there, I think my bet for Rotherham going down is, I think, scuppered, hasn't it, really? I only put a couple of quid on. So I don't lose a lot, thank God. But I'll tell you what, before Christmas I put a bet on Rotherham going down, and I only got 9-1. And that was like, bloody hell, do you really think it's that likely? So I was expecting a lot more than that. I really was. So what do you think? I mean, before Christmas, we were doing absolutely awful. Well, you could say the same for several teams down there, couldn't you? At that point in time, who else was near us? Wigan was near us. I'm trying to think of the other teams that were near us. But you could say the same for about 4 or 5 teams down there before Christmas. Would they have got 9-1 before Christmas? Anyway, we're gonna just. I think we're probably better going with the Sky Sports app for the teams. Oh God, for the teams of Rotherham. Lineups for Rotherham. Sees my Rotherham. We're going 4-2-3-1. Dylan Phillips in goal, of course. Rafferty, Odoffin, Zach Jules, and James. A staggered mid of Green, Andre Green, Ruddock Mapanzu, Sibley, Humphreys and Powell. Obviously one of our main players is out, injured for a fair while, so we've replaced him with Mpanzu. And up front, Nombe, who we did think was going to get sold in January, but apparently he stayed. It's going to be interesting. He's been putting Andre Green in the attacking role, and he's been scoring the last the last couple of times. He's been really good, and he's scored a goal. He's in his first time as an attacker. So he did really well. Shrewsbury Town. Now this is going to be interesting. Shrewsbury have been doing really well, haven't they? They've been turning over some really good teams. They turned over Birmingham. Blackman in goal, and he's capable of doing a damn good job in goal. Blackman. Feeney, go on. Morgan Feeney, Josh Feeney, and Aaron Pierre in defence. We've got straight mid of Hoole, Gape, Gillard and Benning. We've got Taylor Perry in a sort of 10 role, and then we've got George Lloyd and John Marquis up front. I mean, that's a good pairing. I mean, I don't know what you think, but I think that is actually a really good pairing up front. So Rotherham in 15th on 37 points. I think realistically they're probably as good as on the beach as we can be. And I say that because I was listening to the Rotherham United podcast, the New York Talk, the other day on Thursday. And it's like, is the season over? Are we really on the beach? I can't believe it. But we've not got a massive squad. In fact, we've only got. How many? I think we've only got 5. The minimum 5 substitutes, and if we get any more injured, we won't be able to put on the. We'll have to put an injured player in for the 5th substitute because we won't have enough fit players to put in the team plus the minimum 5 substitutes. So that's going to be interesting, isn't it? I mean, can you imagine that when if Rotherham get an injury now, we're absolutely screwed. And it's really weird. But never mind. Shrewsbury Town though, 23rd with 23rd, 28 games, 23 points. Now, if they win, they actually go into 21st. They could go into 21st on 26. They're sort of 2 or 3 games away from being out of the bottom 4. And then you're thinking, that's actually doable in the bottom end. It is, because if you start winning at the bottom end, it only takes 2 or 3 a run of 2 or 3 games, and you're completely out of it. So let's just turn up the Sheffield United game. It's Sheffield United versus
gain some ground. Of course, Leeds will still remain top. Burnley, they are second.
One of the reasons why Portsmouth is just down the road
with a win this afternoon. They're about to get us underway.
So here we go.
Tom Cannon set to play the ball back once the referee blows.
Where's the first goal going to go?
Bramall Lane.
That's my team just starting. Hopefully not that we've let one in.
Sheffield United have possession and knock it back to the 2 central defenders,
so
Ahmed Hodzic and Robinson.
So match started at Rotherham. We're going to be watching this because obviously we've got Coventry versus Ipswich. We have Everton versus Bournemouth. We have Preston versus Wycombe. We have Southampton versus Burnley. Now that is going to be quite interesting. Don't know about you. I think Burnley have got a really good chance of turning over Southampton. I think they really can. Stoke City versus Cardiff. Wigan versus Fulham. Now,
Josh Murphy.
They've made so many good changes, Wigan, over the January period. And if they gel quickly, that could be quite an interesting team that they get together.
Throwing goes into the Sheffield United penalty area towards Bishop.
So we've got Sheffield United, Portsmouth. If you want one of the others, I can have a look at that and get it. But you'd have to make a comment in the comment box. Bolton versus Crawley into League One. Bolton, Crawley, Burton, Blackpool, Huddersfield, Reading, Lincoln versus Cambridge, Rotherham, Shrewsbury. Obviously, there's 2 in the Championship. Norwich versus Derby. And this one that we're playing, which is Sheffield United versus Portsmouth, and I'm going to guess that person there is our Birmingham fan.
Coming in to Fratton Park for. In fact, 6 on loan.
And League One, So League 2, Accrington, Wimbledon, Barrow, Gillingham, Colchester, Walsall, Crewe, Newport, Fleetwood, Cheltenham, Grimsby versus Carlisle, Milton Keynes, Bromley. That'll be an interesting one. Notts County, Morecambe. That will be interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. And Salford, Tranmere. Salford really need to keep that pressure up on the top of the league. They're just not. They've just started losing a little bit of play, a little bit of positioning on that, haven't they?
Burrows plays it wide.
So I'm going to have a guess at where we're going to get to see. Hopefully I'll get there quickly.
Lang there, but he finds his goalkeeper, Cooper.
Who's going to be the first goal?
Might be so rare for Sheffield United this season, but they.
This is difficult. This is difficult. I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Coventry versus Ipswich. I'm going to go with Coventry against Ipswich.
There might be a chance there to get the ball in the box, but just as he
don't know why. Just feel that the downward, everything going wrong.
Was played to him by.
I think Ipswich
Clark,
really.
As he was trying to cross it, Cannon slipped over.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go with. I'm going to go that. I think Ipswich.
Cannon, who is also on loan.
It's got to turn, hasn't it? It's got to turn. I think Coventry really can play really good.
He was signed permanently, wasn't he?
I think he's going to Coventry Ipswich. I don't know which way I'm going to go for on that one.
£10 million that deal on January the 23rd.
So
as the goal kick's taken by Nicholas Schmidt, headed back towards Pompey's half.
I'm gone for that. I'm not changing it now. Whoever you think, if you want to say who you think is going to get the first goal of Saturday 3 o'clock, then please do.
The situation in the table then is that if the Blades win today, they'll go above Burnley into second place. They'd be just a couple of points behind Leeds, having played the same number of games.
We're sort of watching. Let's have a look at the Rotherham game then. Let's go into this. Shrewsbury Town are attacking with Gillhead. Gillhead on the right-hand side. Charging down the right. Coming across that staggered mid of Rotherham's, which has got a pretty good... It's actually quite strong, I think, even without our main man there. But I think we're going to be...
They're on 30 points, but it's out of the relegation zone now. A point clear of Hull in 21st, and all importantly, 3
we're
clear
on
of Derby in the first
5 minutes now. Oh, Zach Jules loses it twice. He loses it, and then he sort of gets it back, gives it back to the Shrewsbury guy, and it comes back to... another Rotherham defender who gives it away to Hull, and he kicks it in and it goes out, and it's a shot there for Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury Town are, like I said, they're not...
Played forward by Shaughnessy.
They're certainly not out. They're certainly not in this to.
Bishop, who's through on goal. Can Bishop grabs the goalkeeper? What a save by Cooper. Bishop played in by Lang. Tried to go past the goalkeeper, but a big right hand by Cooper.
Portsmouth trying a lot here at Sheffield, aren't they? They're really pushing. They're actually looking good. Portsmouth are looking good. But you see, they've done this a few times. They play good for about 10 minutes. And then they just seem to sit back and the defence can be pulled around, especially on the attack, on the right hand defence. So the attackers, the opposition tend to attack down the left hand side, because that's where Portsmouth are weakest.
League One last season, Bishop.
Dylan Phillips then has the ball, kicks it out, down to Powell. Powell runs across halfway, crosses it in, but it's an easy one to get to there for Blackman. Literally a few kicks, a few passes, and it's straight to the Shrewsbury keeper. Let's just drop the sound a little bit. I'm just topping out there on the sound, so we'll not do that. Rafferty back to where Phillips kicks it out, tries to get Green. Green loses it to Pierre, gets the second ball, but Pierre manages to grab it, pushes it straight forward, and Shrewsbury Town are offside. And Shrewsbury Town are certainly pushing. I don't know what the percentages are at the minute. It's actually 66% possession to Rotherham, but from what I've seen, it's more like the other way around. It's amazing how the statistics of the game don't match the game itself. As a Doffin, a poor pass by a Doffin, and Marquis grabs that one for Shrewsbury.
Like I say, they have conceded way.
So what do you call them? Do you call them Shrewsbury or do you call them Shrewsbury?
Portsmouth.
Rafferty crosses it. It passes it in. Crossed from the right to the left hand side. Pushes it forward, but Gape managed to grab it. Pushes it back. Powell. In. But then gets Nombe's got his back to goal, kicks it away back to Humphreys Grant, and Humphreys Grant tries to pass it. Well, it gets tackled. It goes out for a throw in to Rotherham. Rotherham throw it in quickly from quite a dangerous area. Goes to Green. Green passes it back, passes it forward, and Offin has a shot, but it's off target, and it's a goal kick to Shrewsbury. It's looking end to end, this at Rotherham. It really is. Let's go to one of the others. Nothing in the. Oh yes, we have. We have a goal in the FA Cup. It's Stoke City 0, Cardiff 1. That is one against the Bucks, isn't it? There is a goal in League 2. We have a goal in League 2. Carlisle. It's Grimsby 0, Carlisle 1. I must have a look at that. Surely that's Grimsby in 10th position. 0. Carlisle, bottom of the second division. Oh, League 2. Bottom of the League 2. 24 points now. At the bottom in 24th position. Are winning, so that's amazing. So bottom of the league, bottom of the EFL pile, Carlisle is winning away from home as well against Grimsby, and Grimsby had all those thick people saying they were absolutely brilliant, that how well they were playing at the beginning of the year, beginning of the season. And I remember I think it was Talk Sport saying, they've got a really good team. They really are firing on all cylinders this season. Then they sort of died down a bit, and they never seem to really get it back. Let's go to. Can't go to that one. It's I thought not started yet.
West Ham,
Coventry Ipswich. Coventry Ipswich not started. When's the Coventry Ipswich one supposed? I thought that wasn't supposed to be started. The Coventry Ipswich one.
Pompey this season, starting 24 of 26 appearances.
FA Cup. It could be anywhere, couldn't it?
Brett Diaz is cleared. Comes back to him. He puts a cross in off the back of the defender.
Yeah, it's not started. That's got to be a reason behind that one. I'd hate to think it's usually a crowd medical emergency, isn't it? So Coventry Ipswich is not on the go yet. Let's go Everton Bournemouth. Let's see what's happening in this game.
Corner it will be.
At the minute, it's all Bournemouth. 3 shots to Bournemouth, none on target.
Imagine they'll try and swing this one in left.
However, Everton have, it's weird, all the good play, all the attacking play is with Bournemouth. Everton do have 53% possession. However,
career in the championship for both
they're not doing anything with it.
Sheffield United. This was
and they're sat,
wide, actually. You see it from behind the goal.
They're sat sort of in just about around the midfield area. So both sides of the halfway line, just hovering around it.
Sheffield United. This one put in by Harbour to the back post, headed away by Pompey, and then an attempted volley on the edge from Cannon. Cannon caught there, referee saying no penalty.
So we've just started at Coventry, so Coventry Ipswich has just started. So that's 12 minutes late, so there's obviously been some sort of emergency there.
To Portsmouth. Like I say,
we'll go down them now. Preston versus Wickham. Good one, this one, isn't it? I think this is going to be one that Wickham will. This is almost like a prequel to should they get promoted. Can they do it? Because they should be beating teams, or have a good chance of beating teams such as Preston, because these are the teams that in that bottom half, top of the bottom half, in the middle chunk, that they really want to be able to keep up with when if they get into the championship. Wickham now on the attack. Backinson tries running into the box, gets into the box, but pulls it back, and one of the Wickham midfield guys loses it to a Preston player, kicks it into the right hand corner, and Bradley kicks it out for Wickham, and it's a Preston throw. At the minute, it's
knock it away. And then very
It
busy.
is all Wickham. It is all Wickham. Again, this is one of those strange ones. Because Preston have got 66% of the play, but we're only talking a few minutes, aren't we? So we can't really take the percentage of play. What we have to look at is, who's making those attacks into the final third, who's making those shots. And on the whole, it's actually Wickham that are doing slightly better, I would say, on that one. Preston's still looking more likely to win this one, I think. But
coaching staff of both
one very near. Well, it one shot at target, but didn't get there for Preston. Not really very good. An XG of 0.01. 2 shots off target for Wickham, but an XG of 0.12. So it gives us an idea of what sort of shots they were. Southampton Burnley, and this is one I think Burnley have a really good chance of winning this one. As Shelby goes down for Burnley, down the left-hand side, cuts it back to Benson. Benson to Lucas Pierre, back to Benson, back to Shelby. We're doing like 1-2s there. Try crossing it from the left to the right, but Sulemana will get that one, and Southampton try and push it into midfield. In fact, he's going to take it on himself. Pass it to does a couple of 1-2s. It's with Manning there for Southampton. Aribo, Manning, Aribo, Bednarek, Bree,
over the halfway line onto the chest.
dribbling now going down the right hand side for Southampton. Back to Bednarek, Aribo, Suleiman. Worrell, nice and timely interception. And at the minute, this game is pretty much 50-50. However, the only shot on target has been from Burnley. So at the minute, a little bit backwards and forwards there. Stoke City versus Cardiff. Let's have a look at the timeline here, because Colville has. It would be Colville, wouldn't it? Colville has scored for Cardiff.
Back into Robinson. He slides it back to the goalkeeper.
And this is one for the neutral, isn't it? There's already been 10 shots at target. 2 of the 4 at target for Stoke, 2 on target, 6 at target for Cardiff, but only 1 on target. Cardiff are 60% possession. They're really, they're doing really well. But when they're breaking, Stoke seem to be breaking back the other way. It seems to be just like a ping pong match. We'll go one way, shoot. No, back the other way, shoot. Who's going to get there first? Well, it's been Cardiff, hasn't it? It's Stoke City 0, Cardiff 1. And the last of the FA Cup games, Wigan versus Fulham. We would expect this to be highly. Look at this: 9% possession to Wigan, 91% possession to blooming Fulham. I think this is one-sided. 2 shots though, only 2 shots with 91% possession, and 1 of them on target for Fulham. They really should be doing better than that with 91% possession. Even though they're
picking up,
even though they're not very much. I mean, they're 17 minutes into the game. They should be at 17 minutes. They're almost a quarter of the way through the game with 91% possession. You would expect them to be doing a damn sight more than 0-0 and
goose ahead of this game.
In this, with Wigan having no shots at all.
Back underway.
Fulham are attacking down the left with Pereira.
Knocking it back
Sessegnon
to Cooper, who sends a long ball out to the left-hand side.
He gets across to Pierre. Smith grabs it for Wigan. And he'll clear it down the middle. Let's just see where he kicks that one, where it gets to it. It does actually, it's managed to run it. And Sessegnon, he passes it to kick it forward eventually down to the right hand side. And Sessegnon manages to get the second ball. and Fulham start again. So that is looking more like a Wigan win.
But so it's Murphy rather, but he's got two in the box to aim for. In comes the cross, and it's over the bar at the back post. Lang has missed a sitter.
Lang again. A number of times Lang has missed sitters this season. I don't know if you've seen them, but some of the sitters he's missed. Absolutely ridiculous.
With an open goal, has volleyed it over the bar.
Lang with an open goal volleys it over the bar. Brilliant guy, brilliant. Norwich versus Derby, and
they've missed.
I would expect Norwich to be pretty much in control, but they've not been playing really well for me. This could be one where Derby, with no manager, managed to get a different tact. Let's see what the assistant manager thinks and what he can do with this.
He strolls out defence, knocks it back to Hamza Chowdhury.
At the minute, it's 63% possession to Norwich, one shot not on target. Derby though, 37% possession, one shot on target.
Burrows up the left-hand side.
I leave it to you. It could be one of those games where either team win, but it would mean that Derby would have to be more accurate with their shots, getting them on target and in the net. But at the minute, does look like Norwich will just about squeeze that one. And we have a goal in League One. We have 2 goals in League One. We have Burton Albion 1, Blackpool 0. We have Lincoln City 1, Cambridge 0.
They're trying things, aren't they, Pompey?
These are 2 games that I really didn't know where to go on this. Lincoln, not really hitting it for me of late. Cambridge have been up and down, haven't they? They've been able to nick a few points and a few goals here and there. Much to the surprise of some of the teams they're playing. And then you've got
Burrows again. Burrows creeping up all the time on this.
Cambridge doing that. You've got Lincoln they weren't near the top, and then they all of a sudden seem to have dropped slightly down the pecking order, and from being a really good solid top 6.
Fouls now by Freddie Potts
and a top 6 team. They've slowly sort of gone down. Where are they at the minute? At the minute, if it gives me the table,
free kick to be taken.
Doesn't like me clicking that, does it? Just give me the table instead of taking off the live. No. I'll go on here then. So we had. Trying to find it again. League One, here we go. So League One. Lincoln City table. So Lincoln City at 11th position, and they were in sort of like, I think weren't they 5th, 6th, 7th position? I think they were about 7th, and they just seemed to like drop down. A few draws, a couple of defeats, and all of a sudden they're not anywhere near where you thought that they'd remain. And I really did think that they'd remain in a sort of good position, if not in the top 6, certainly just below it, somewhere above 10th. And they're now in 11th. They're 1-0 up though. So they
ties in the FA Cup today.
Yeah, they
at least Everton, Bournemouth, two
with
sides
that
pretty
3
good form in the
points.
Premier
That's
League. That's still 0-0.
Where would they have been before?
stages,
39 points.
Park.
So they would have been a couple of places below,
Championship,
or 1 place below.
Norwich
So
and
they're not.
Derby. As,
For me,
Swanson takes a turn, gets away
Lincoln
from
are just
Hart,
faltering.
plays
They've
it
been
over the top
faltering for a
to
while.
Ritchie, coming across there to
Cambridge
cover, though, was
must have
Robinson.
been
He played
thinking
his
they could
foul.
have done
The referee has
something with this
agreed.
game.
They got a bit of a timely shove there.
And I would have expected Cambridge to have come out fighting on this one, but they are 1-0 down. It's Lincoln City 1, Cambridge 0. Let's go to the.
Just try and hide his,
we're listening to the Sheffield United game. Bolton versus Crawley. At the minute, Sheffield United are just not quite hitting it. Portsmouth missed at least one sitter there. Open goal, and he volleys it over the top. He really thought he was going to hit that empty net, and
Pompey have had 4, and they've had the 2 best
oh
chances.
dear, you've got to see it. Bolton, Crawley have a shot off target, and it's a Bolton goal kick. He's kicked it straight back out. That was close.
A lot of touches, Cooper. He's very much involved in the build.
Mate, I don't know whether that was a good idea. There's a bit of a tussle on the left-hand side for Crawley. Can they get it? Yep, Kamara's got it. Oh, he's lost it again to McAtee. And Bolton attack down the right-hand side. It's a bit ping-pong bally, this game. This is one of those games where he goes backwards, forwards. It's Bolton, it's Crawley. No, it's with Bolton. No, it's with Crawley. Oh, Jesus, just keep the fucking ball. Let's see what the stats are.
Just tiptoeing forward and playing it square.
Crawley have had 3 shots, 1 on target. Bolton 1 shot, not on target.
And it's a poor ball from Anamogic though, so Pompey pick it up and then he wins it back. And then he's fouled, but the ref says play on because
it's a little bit ping-pongy, that one.
Looking for the run of
at the minute I can't see. I don't know.
Advantage over. That goes
1-0 to Crawley, perhaps. Was sort of that game where one team might just scrape it, and at the minute, if you want to choose a team, I'd be choosing Crawley.
Rodrigo Muniz, Premier League side.
We'll go to the Burton Blackpool game. It's Burton 1, Blackpool 0.
Pompey bringing out a defence now with O'Shaughnessy.
This is another one of those good games, isn't it? 8 shots so far, 4 each.
Burton
have had 2 of them on target.
He's got it on his right foot, he shoots and he scores. And Gustavo Harmer puts Sheffield United ahead. It's a
Sheffield United possibly against the run of play. Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 0.
Harmer's entering the penalty area. He only had one thought, and that was to curl it beyond Schmidt into the back of the net. It's Sheffield United 1.
Should be an equaliser, but it's a winner. It's winning it so far.
And back on the score sheet as well.
So back to the Burton Blackpool game. Yeah, it's quite end-to-end. This is one of those games that a neutral likes again. Another one of those games. That's 2 so far. End-to-end, bang, shoot. End-to-end, bang, shoot. I'd say Burton have the majority of the final third play by fair distance, but Blackpool are shooting equally as many times, just from a little bit further out.
Been scoring regularly for the Blades since he signed from Coventry.
Blackpool had another shot, but it's gathered by Crocombe.
He's got them.
So Blackpool,
the mark today.
Because they're shooting from distance, this is more likely, I think, to go to Burton. But Burton 1, Blackpool 0. I would say that, wouldn't I?
Because they're still very much in the game, but they really will be.
Huddersfield versus Reading, and Huddersfield again drawing. Keep drawing, don't they? A few wins, couple of draws. Few wins, couple of draws. I think Huddersfield will probably get their act together, and they'll probably end up in the top 2. So it'll be 2 that come down, won't go straight back up.
To Robinson.
But Reading, they started so well, didn't they? All those financial worries because they were thinking of selling, weren't they? And it sort of fell through. And during that period, they played bloody good football and ended up rocketing up the league. But at the minute, it seems to be mainly Huddersfield. Mainly Huddersfield. I think we're sort of 60-40 on possession, 3-1 on shots. Nobody's had one on target yet, but Huddersfield look more likely to score. But if you look at the XG, 0.04 for Huddersfield, 0.02 to Reading, most of these shots must be quite...
What a chance at a goal from Conor Ogilvie, and a response straight away.
1-1. It's Sheffield United 1.
Into the penalty area, the fullback, and finishing
Portsmouth 1, and Ogilvie has scored.
Skinned his man Clark.
They deserved to have a goal. They really did. This is probably a really decent
Conor Ogilvie. He won't score many, but that's a good one, and it's one apiece.
No, he wouldn't. He's back in the back 4, isn't he? So Huddersfield looking.
With Murphy, but Murphy just
this could be 0-0.
And a fantastic.
This Huddersfield Reading game could end 0-0.
Connor Ogilvie.
Dares I say it's going to be 0-0.
With the muck and boots
oh dear.
The finishing.
I bet on this one as well. I bet for Huddersfield, but it looks like it could be 0-0.
That's his.
Oh dear Lord. Lincoln City 1, Cambridge 0, and Lincoln City have a free kick on the halfway line.
The Englishman.
As with our watch-along is the Sheffield United game, and Portsmouth had just scored through Ogilvie. Really good goal, but Callum Lang should really have scored. Open net, volleys it thinking he's got to crack the back of the net here, and he cracks the local seagull on the head.
2 minutes really in this game, 2 goals in a space.
I kid you not. Lincoln City, and it's defended well there by Gibbons from Cambridge. Let's have a look at the stats. It's 58% possession to Lincoln City. 7 shots, 2 on target for Lincoln. An XG of 0.45, which shows you that they are shooting well. And the shots have been pretty decent positions to shoot from. 1 shot from Cambridge, not on target. You know, it looks like being Lincoln City's day today. They are winning 1-0. They are actually
Robinson down the line to Burrows.
Cambridge aren't causing too much of an issue for Lincoln City.
Back to Burrows.
We go to my team there. We'll spend a minute or two there. It's Rotherham versus Shrewsbury. It's Powell there.
Tried to tuck it into the box. Now he slips it towards the edge of the penalty area for Campbell.
Now the interesting thing here is that the last when we first visited it the first time in, Rotherham were just not. They were just sort of kicking it around like it. Well, we know that we're on the beach, and that's the sort of thought. That's how it looked as well. Now the fans know we are. The players seem to know we are as well. I mean, Marquis there just walks in and grabs the ball from midfield. Our midfield has some damn good players in it. There's no reason why they should give the ball away, even though it is Marquis, who is a really good player.
Coming up to about half an hour gone in this clash now.
So at the minute, it's 66% possession to Rotherham. 3 shots, none on target.
On the edge of the box, he's brought down. It's a clear foul there by Jack Robinson, the skipper, and he could get a yellow card for this. It's right on the edge of the box. He was turning into the penalty area, Lang there. Souza is trying to sort of make a case that it's not even a free kick, but it was definitely a foul there by Robinson, and he knew what he was doing as well, because his opponent
that could have been dangerous. There could have been a
no yellow card there for Jack Robinson.
Ooh.
He could probably think
Sheffield get away with one there.
So what can they make of this set-piece situation, Pompey?
See what Portsmouth. We'll listen to we'll let you listen to this. It's a Portsmouth free kick just outside the box.
You know how sharp he is in the box. He's just scored, so he's there too. Richie, the left-footed option, looks the favourite to me, although
lining up now. Let's see where they're going to go.
Murphy placed the ball, the right-footed option. So this is slightly right of centre. So it's going to favour the left footer, and I think now Murphy's moved away. It's going to be Richie to take it.
It's going to be right foot.
4-man wall organised by Cooper, and one stood just alongside it there.
Slightly right of centre. I thought it will be right footed.
Trying to give his goalkeeper a bit of a view here of the ball. So the referee blows his whistle. Richie steps up, hits it left footed, curls it towards goal. It's an easy save.
Why are you left footed from there? For heaven's sake! Stupid position to be left footed on the right. No.
But he can't find a teammate to pass it out
Why
to. Now he rolls it out to Hodzic.
You're on. No.
Goes down the line.
No.
And it's with Clark.
Right footed. Right hand side. Left footed, and you go.
Played that many games at right back this season.
Never mind. I've lost it.
Cooper again. It's a fairly aimless one on this occasion.
Rotherham
to knock it back to Schmid.
Marquis is injured for Shrewsbury. This could be interesting. Marquis is Shrewsbury, I think. To be quite honest, he's been doing all the nicking of the ball from the Rotherham players. So that'll be interesting.
Hamza Chowdhury protesting that it was a clean tackle from him.
So let's look at the table.
He's on loan from Leicester
Portsmouth
City.
are now 19th
Competent
on
midfielder.
on 31 points.
Leicester.
31 games,
Pompey trying to
31
cross
points.
Talking about Leicester.
That
Look,
is.
that's a cross this time, and it's cut out by the Blades.
That's
who try to swing
relegation
to attack now with
form,
Brent
isn't
Diaz.
it?
Brent Diaz tracked all the way by Murphy.
46 points at the end of the season is sort of 50-50 whether you go down on that. You usually stay up by about a point. But we have had 46 points go down before.
Between the team who began the day in
you need 50 to be really certain, don't you? Below them you've got Cardiff, Hull, Derby, Luton, Plymouth.
So you wouldn't know it from
only Derby have played the same number of games. All the others have played one less.
Out on the left with
but that doesn't really mean much.
Games. He might fall to a blue shirt in the box before eventually Cooper reacts.
Games in hand at the bottom of the Championship don't mean a damn thing. We had 7 or 8 games in hand, and we won 0. We won 0 and got relegated. Again,
Cooper did.
So it looks. Oh, Nombe. But where's he doing? He's on the left-hand side. So we've got Nombe running down the left-hand side, and he's hit a brick wall. Comes back to Powell. The back line of Rotherham is really high up now. He's started to push a bit further forward.
Now Clark scurries forward. 1-2 there with
1-2 around the midfield. Still with Powell. I'll come back to Powell at least. And
Coventry 1, Ipswich 1.
Coventry 1, Ipswich 1.
Everton 0, Bournemouth 1. Wigan 0.
Oh, we've had a few goals, haven't we? We've been missing the goals, guys. It's Coventry 1, Ipswich 1. Everton 0, Bournemouth 1. Stoke City 0, Cardiff 2 now. It's Wigan 0, Fulham 1. We expected that, didn't we? Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Burton 1, Blackpool 0 we knew about. Lincoln 1, Cambridge 0 we knew about. We'll go into League 2 in a minute. It's Crewe 0, Newport 1. It's Grimsby 0, Carlisle 1 still, which is weird because they're at the bottom of the league. So it's just the FA Cup, isn't it, that's been giving us a few tantalising goals there. Still 0-0 at Southampton. Southampton 0, Burnley 0. Let's do what we said. Accrington versus Wimbledon. A quick look through the League 2s.
Pride Park Stadium.
Wimbledon are probably on top here, but it's one of those possible 0-0s. You know, if you're not going to score, like 4 shots but 1 on target, and Accrington 1 shot not on target.
Here come the home side.
It's not.
Driving over the halfway line.
It's not the best of games, put it that way. That could, if it ends up anywhere 1-0, it's going to be Wimbledon.
And he plays it first time into Harmer's feet. Great turn from the
Barrow, Gillingham, and Gillingham getting. They keep getting rid of the manager because they want to be going for promotion. And if they're nowhere near it, we're going to get rid of the manager, get someone else in. And they've been doing that for the last couple of years. They're very quick at firing the manager. At the minute, there's Barrow attack. It's extremely 50-50. This is really 10 shots though, only 1 on target, and that was for Barrow. This is actually, I mean, Barrow have the ball more often, but the game is actually dead even. Really is dead even. I wouldn't like to say who's going to score this one. This is one of those good games for the fans at least. They can see the ball going from one end to the other. Every other time, every other attack is a shot, but not on target. So back to Williams for Barrow. Barrow going down the left-hand side.
That was a really promising moment there for the Blades. They had numbers in the attack, they had pace.
Do like and subscribe, anybody. Share so that I can get more people on.
Not quite of the quality required.
I'm only on because I'm watching the Rotherham game. Well, I might as well watch the Rotherham game and go live, hadn't I? Because it's nice watching a game when your side's on the beach. It really doesn't matter whether we win or lose. We're not going anywhere. As Gillingham nicked the ball and
to the halfway line, headed on.
Agbin on. Oh, can't control it. Goes out for a Barrow throw in their own half.
Set the goal up from. He tries to come inside and try a shot. This time it's not a bad effort. It struck the bar. Josh Murphy hits the bar.
Murphy hits the bar.
Yards. It's still rattling, to be honest, above Cooper's head as the ball is now going to be cleared by Sheffield United. But they are really under the cosh here.
It's Portsmouth that are fully on the attack here. I would be surprised if Portsmouth don't get a second. They really do deserve it at the minute.
He's fouled by
Williams now for Barrow.
Murphy out on that flank because another good ball into the penalty area.
Just not moving from defence. Barrow are just kicking it around very well. But in defence, they're not getting anywhere. They need to get out of the back third, and they just don't seem to be doing it. I mean, do the stats?
The Blades bench.
Yeah, I mean, the stats say they've got 60% possession, but you look at it, and they lose it in defence. They've lost it to Gillingham, and they try crossing it in, but Farman gets that for Barrow. Kicks it out to Oggy, and Oggy for Gillingham will pass it with a couple of 1-2s. Crosses it in, and Farman managed to get that one. It's going to be Gillingham. This is going to be Gillingham eventually. However, they're going to have to get one on target, and one of those crosses is going to have to work. Barrow are playing it in defence far too long. We quickly go to Colchester, Walsall, and then we'll go back up to the top. Walsall now have just intercepted the ball. We're going down the right hand side. This is another 0-0 game. This is definitely a 0-0 game. If any of them have been 0-0, this is it. It's oh yeah, they've kicked it out, and it's a Colchester throw in on the halfway. It's all been played in the middle third.
Is a good one. Cannon heads it back now to Campbell.
I don't even want to watch this one. This is the most boring load of trash.
Shot into the legs of Swanson.
I'm not even going to watch that one. It's garbage. Oh my God! Is there another goal at Coventry? Coventry 1, Ipswich 2.
Behind the goal of Josh Murphy's strike.
I can't believe that. And it's still Stoke City 0, Cardiff 2. So. And I wouldn't have expected that. So
his brother's doing really well. Jacob
I didn't think there would be so many goals in the Coventry Ipswich game. I thought it might be one goal either way, but I didn't think it would be sort of 2-1 but in 29 minutes. Everton 0, Bournemouth 1. Oops, don't want that.
Star of the show here for Pompey at the moment. An assist. And
Sheffield United that we're listening to. Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Portsmouth are on the ascendancy at the minute. Let's see what the stats are.
Jacob, Newcastle's is
20. It's actually 72% to Sheffield United. Sheffield United have been keeping the ball in their own defensive area, occasionally going up to halfway line. Very occasionally going past it, but Portsmouth have been doing really well when they've got the ball. Hello there, Fearless. How are we, dear? I'm on because Rotherham are playing, so I might as well go chat and let people just hang around and listen to me waffle on.
We'll try out on the right-hand side now with 5 minutes left in the half.
Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Portsmouth are just down the road from me, so that's why I've got them on. We've got Coventry 1, Ipswich 2, and Ipswich. I didn't think that they'd be able to do this, but they seem to. There's been a goal at Stoke City. It's Stoke City 1, Cardiff 2. Can they make a comeback? To be honest, I didn't think Cardiff would be that far ahead. I'm just drinking Coke. I've got to get some more at half time. We're not far from half time. I'm top up on Coke in a bit. Everton 0, Bournemouth 1, and at the minute it's really all Bournemouth. The surprise for me is the Southampton-Burnley game. The Southampton had another shot, because I really thought that Burnley would have a better...
Gives away the free kick inside the centre circle.
Damn, I'm
Ogilvy just got away from him, really. It was a frustrated
Coke?
kick out.
Oh, no, not that sort of Coke.
No.
Definitely not.
So,
no, I can't. I stayed clear of them at university. I really did.
His first yellow card.
Three of my friends said, "Oh, I'll introduce you to this guy," and he got out this silver tin foil. I thought, "Oh shit, I know what he's going to do," and it stunk as sweet as hell. And I thought, that gives me a
chance missed. It's Ogilvy this time.
God, Portsmouth are missing chances left, right, and centre.
Because they could have pumped that one into the box straight away, but they played it wide to Murphy. He's such a danger man.
And it just gave me a headache. I'm not getting anywhere near that stuff. It really wasn't.
And from inside the
and Portsmouth should be at least 3-1 up. They really should. But
probably a bit.
The Southampton game is really mainly Southampton. I actually thought Burnley would make a better game of this, but they're not doing it, which is really strange. Wigan 0, Fulham 1. It is all Fulham. Let's see if it's changed. It was 9% play to Wigan, 91% play to Fulham. Let's see if it's changed with 41 minutes to gone. It's down to 78% play to Fulham. So they've managed to get back a little bit, Wigan, although they still haven't had any shot at target, not even from distance. Oh dear. Norwich 0, Derby 0. That's going to be finishing soon for half time.
In a similar direction.
Norwich are on the attack at the minute down the middle. It's pretty even, this one, although Norwich had the ball, but they keep keeping the ball in the midfield. It's with Nunes. Does a quick 1-2 in the midfield.
They've got some sorting out to do, particularly when it comes to Murphy
Nunes.
From Pompey's left.
I think it's a free kick. Is that a free kick?
It's Coventry in the FA Cup.
45 minutes.
Jack Clark. Here come Sheffield United down the left with Burrows. Crosses blocked.
Free kick, I think. So we'll wait for this one and see where it goes. Oh, he's doing it short to McLean. Across to Mahovo on the left-hand side. Mahovo on the left. Tries getting down the left-hand side, but he gets blocked out, and the Derby guy tries to. I don't know what he did. He tried to slice it left, and then Derby grabbed it at the second attempt. And it's sort of been passed in midfield around the very.
Saved by Schmid, who parries it round the post.
Sheffield United nearly get a Sheffield United corner here. Duffy for Norwich, Doyle. A lot of passive 1-2s in the midfield. But he passes it across. Nunes has a shot and it's off target, and Zetterstrom manages to. It bounces off to a defender to Zetterstrom in the Derby goal, and he'll have to get rid of that as quickly as he can. This is all Norwich City. All Norwich City. What was that there? And it's half time at Norwich, so it's finished half time, 0-0. Sheffield United 1, Derby. Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1.
It's headed away though by Bishop and picked up.
Although Sheffield United have the majority of play, it is actually mainly Portsmouth this game. If you were to choose a team to win, you'd probably be going 2-1 to Portsmouth, especially with the blatant open nets that Portsmouth have missed. 10 shots for Portsmouth, 7 to Sheffield, 2 on target for Sheffield United, 3 on target for Portsmouth, and it's 1-1.
Lang has picked it up now and run towards the corner flag, still going. Callum Lang gets a low cross in near post, and now it had to be cut out by the Blades defence, brought away by Harmer.
It's going to be another 40 seconds left at Sheffield United. Does look
on his right foot, looking for an option across the field.
like it's going to finish at half-time as 1-1. So we'll quickly go through these and we should be able to put our break screen on. It's Bolton 0, Crawley 0 in League One. It's Burton 1, Blackpool 0. Huddersfield 0, Reading 0, Lincoln City 1, Cambridge 1. What did I say? I did think that Cambridge were going to be a difficult team to beat there. It's Rotherham 0, Shrewsbury 0. Into League 2, Accrington 0, Wimbledon 0, and Wimbledon were doing quite well. Barrow 0, Gillingham 0. Pretty 50-50 there. Colchester 0, Walsall 0, Crewe, Alexander 0, Newport now 2. Fleetwood 1, Cheltenham 0. That's a new goal. And it's still Grimsby. It's half time. Grimsby 0, Carlisle 1. Bottom of the league, bottom of the EFL in total is winning away at Grimsby Town. Milton Keynes 0, Bromley 0, Salford 0, Tranmere 0,
Harmer and Burrows again, the two
Notts County 0, Morecambe 0. And we'll just check which games are still playing. Nothing playing in League 2.
It was Atkinson who gets the foul. He just clenches his fist and he gets back to his feet.
Huddersfield is still playing in League 1.
Whistle will ensure that Pompey get through to half-time on level terms.
Only another few seconds, so it's Huddersfield 0, Reading 0. About 50 seconds to go, so if one goes, we'll miss that one. League. The Championship is now half-time, 0-0 and 1-1. And it's Coventry 1, Ipswich 3. Really didn't expect that one. That's the only game that's still going because for some reason it was delayed by about 13-14 minutes. So I'm guessing there was an incident in the crowd. And we are going to leave you with the update from the first half, and we're just going to bring on my Be Right Back screen.
And by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer.
I shall see you later. See you in about 10 minutes time.
3 minutes later though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie in the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half time it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this though from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed though by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie in the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half time it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this though from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed though by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie in the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half time it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this though from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed though by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie in the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half time it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this though from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed though by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half-time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this, though, from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed, though, by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half-time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this, though, from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed, though, by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half-time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this, though, from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed, though, by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half-time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this, though, from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed, though, by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's...
Don't you dare.
Returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half-time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this, though, from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed, though, by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half-time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this, though, from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed, though, by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half-time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this, though, from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed, though, by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half-time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this, though, from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed, though, by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half-time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this, though, from Pompey. They had two great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed, though, by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1. Half-time at Bramwell Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1.
Welcome back.
Performance this though from Pompey. They had 2 great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed though by Colby Bishop.
Ipswich, the Coventry 1, Ipswich 3. I think that's just about to stop. Let's see where the
3 minutes later though,
name
Pompey were level, and it was
another 4 minutes left yet.
Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance.
Coventry attack down the middle with Thomas.
So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield
Kitching,
United 1, Portsmouth 1.
Rodoni.
Half-time at Bramwell Lane, where it's
Now
Sheffield United
Broadhead
1,
grabs it.
Portsmouth 1, really good performance from
Godfrey.
Pompey. They had
De Silva now for Coventry, nips it.
Took the lead. Both of them were missed
on the left-hand side. What can De Silva do for Coventry?
Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal. 3 minutes later, though, Pompey
Broadhead nicks the cross there from Coventry. Just don't seem to be able to get that final ball.
25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1.
Yeah, that looks like finishing at some point.
Portsmouth 1, really good performance this though from Pompey. They had 2 great chances
no other games starting in the FA Cup. Just that one going to finish soon. Championship still half-time.
3 minutes later though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy.
Everything's still half-time in League 1.
But at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1,
League 2.
Half-time at Bramwell Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1,
That's still half-time as well. We should be starting in a couple of minutes.
Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed though by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang.
Let's see if there's anything we need to know about the
goal. 3 minutes later though, Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar.
So that's why I'm looking at it.
There was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time, it's Sheffield United 1.
We'll look at the lineups.
Half-time at Bramwell Lane,
nothing from the Rotherham side, nothing from the Shrewsbury side.
They had 2 great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed though by Colby Bishop.
Let's go Huddersfield.
By Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team.
Let's go for the Huddersfield Reading game. Huddersfield 0, Reading 0.
Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top.
Lineups still the same for Huddersfield. Nichols in goal. Sorensen,
Portsmouth 1, really good performance this note from Pompey. They had 2 great chances before
Lee Spencer,
staggered
mid of Marshall, Hogg, Wiles, Kane and Chirua, and Dion Charles up front.
3 minutes later though, Pompey were
Reading,
level, and it was
Pereira
Conor
at the back
Ogilvie at the near
again.
post turning out Josh Murphy's cross.
Yeah, Reading have made a
25 yards, and there was
substitution.
another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out.
Harley
So
Dean
well
came
top,
off
but
on
at half-time,
43
Sheffield
minutes,
United 1,
substituted by
half-time at Bramwell Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1, really good
Amudu,
performance
Salif
from Pompey. They had 2 great
and
chances before Sheffield United took the
still
lead. Both of them were missed though by
4-3-3,
Colby
Craig
Bishop
and
by
Bengu,
Callum Lang, but it
Bindon,
was Gustavo Harmer
Garcia,
returning to the Blades team who got the
Nibs,
opening
Wing
goal.
and
3 minutes
Savage
later though,
in
Pompey were
midfield,
level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at
and
the near post
Campbell,
turning out Josh
Wareham
Murphy's cross.
and
Murphy then hit the
Kamara
bar
up front.
25
So,
yards, and there was another good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time,
you don't usually change a substitute, do you? At 2 minutes before half-time.
Really good performance this note from Pompey. They had 2 great chances before.
We're listening to Sheffield United Portsmouth game.
By Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer.
And we have a game started. Let's go straight into the Accrington versus Wimbledon game.
It was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards.
Accrington straight into the attack.
Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top.
It's with the goalkeeper for Wimbledon.
Bramwell Lane, where it's Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1, really good performance this though from Pompey. They had 2 great chances before Sheffield United took the lead. Both of them were missed though by Colby Bishop and by Callum Lang. But it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got
trying
the
to play
goal.
it short, and he loses it to Whaley. And Accrington just given the ball. Instead of crossing it, they pass it back to Hunter, back to halfway line with O'Brien. Hunter, crossed it in, but it's nicked by Johnston. And that was a bad mistake by the Wimbledon goalkeeper. So
by
That's
Callum
going to
Lang,
be.
it was Gustavo Harmer returning to
Probably
the
could
Blades
do
team
a
who
bit
got the
better than
opening
that.
goal. 3
Fleetwood
minutes later,
1.
though, Pompey were
Cheltenham
level,
0.
and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy hit the bar
The
from 25
Grimsby
yards.
Carlisle
Another
game.
good
Let's
chance
have a
set
look
up by
at this
Murphy,
because
which
the
Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards
bottom
out.
of
So
the
Pompey well on top,
EFL
but at half-time,
is still
Sheffield
winning
United
1-0. Grimsby 0.
Half-time,
Carlisle
Bramall Lane,
1.
Sheffield United 1. Portsmouth 1. Really good performance this time from Pompey. They had 2 great
13
chances
shots to
Sheffield United
Grimsby,
took the lead. Both
4 of them on
missed, though, by
target,
Bishop
none in the
and
net.
by Callum Lang.
Carlisle,
Gustavo
3
Harmer
shots,
returning to
1
the
on
Blades team,
target,
got the
1 in
opening
the
goal.
net, and guess
3 minutes
what?
later,
They're
though,
winning 1-0.
Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie in the near post turning out Josh Murphy.
But I tell you what, possession-wise, they're not doing bad. 46% possession, Carlisle. So they're keeping the ball when they got it, but they're just not getting past. Well, the game up to halfway.
Portsmouth won. Really good performance this though from Pompey. They had 2 great chances before.
And they do get in the final third, but they're just not getting a shot off from it.
But it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal.
The defence from Grimsby is doing a pretty good job.
It was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh.
Whoops.
A good chance set up by Murphy, which Ogilvie missed from a couple of yards out. So Pompey well on top, but at half-time,
Crewe 0, Newport 2.
Half-time at Bramall Lane, where it's Sheffield United
Salford 0, Tranmere 0, Newport 0, Morecambe 0.
Great chances before.
See, I thought that might be an interesting game. Notts County 0, Morecambe 0. Reason being, Notts County are in 3rd position on 51 points. Morecambe are in 23rd on 24 points. More than double the number of points. You'd expect Notts County to be absolutely running riot here. And they are, as far as possession, 66%. But 5 shots for Notts County, 6 for Morecambe. 2 shots each on target. Pretty even game, really. You wouldn't notice it by the amount of possession, would you? So yeah, it's quite an interesting one. We should be. We should be starting.
Portsmouth won. Really good performance this though from Pompey. They had 2 great chances before Sheffield United took the lead.
We should be starting the Sheffield United game soon.
And by Callum Lang, but it was Gustavo Harmer returning to the Blades team who got the opening goal.
4 minutes past, we should be.
Pompey were level, and it was Conor Ogilvie at the near post turning out Josh Murphy's cross. Murphy then hit the bar from 25 yards.
Crewe 0, Newport 2, Fleetwood 1, Cheltenham 0.
Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1.
Rotherham 0, Shrewsbury 0. Here we are, they're about to start it.
It's been a pretty level game so
it's
far.
actually been going a minute, so let's have a look at the video. As it's Portsmouth with a throw in on the left hand side, and Portsmouth now trying to keep going the way they finished in the first half.
On the right hand side, so Zach Swanson may actually be a throw in.
Throws in, gives it to Clark, but Colby Bishop grabs it. Loses it to Clark again. Clark's really in there, isn't he? Bishop again gets it back off him, and Brereton gets it back off him. Ogilvie gets it back off him. Jesus, come on, Bishop! Bishop, he's close.
Getting very tight to him this time though.
Cross it, hits the bar. No.
Stayed on the pitch. In fact, Sheffield United haven't made any changes either.
Ogilvie.
Half time, which seen as somewhat surprising.
Crossing it straight across the face of the goal. Back across. Murphy is in the net. Chowdhury stops it, and Portsmouth again so close, and yet so far. And then back to Sheffield United kick it down, but Portsmouth kick it back, and what's just happened?
Rob Holding, a new signing, of course.
What's just happened there? We'll have to go back into the Rotherham game. Back to the Rotherham game. It's it's still 0-0. If I usually hear that noise, it usually means that I've got a goal flash. Just telling me that it's started, which is Rotherham 0, Shrewsbury 0.
The problem, but clearly.
We'll go Milton Keynes versus Bromley, and it's in the net, but Milton Keynes are deemed offside.
two Blades defenders sandwiching a Pompey man. Still the pressure is on, and Sheffield United can't clear the lines at the moment.
Stoke City have scored. Stoke City 2, Cardiff 2. It's now Wigan 1, Fulham 1. I mean, you know, I said they were coming back, but only slowly, and they got 9% possession in the first few minutes. Well, in the first sort of 15, 16. And it's Wigan 1. Fulham 1 and Stoke City 2, Cardiff 2, it's Everton 0, Bournemouth 2, it's Coventry 1, Ipswich 3, but Coventry are just starting to try and get something in at the end of the first half, so let's see what they can do in the second half. They're obviously about 13 minutes behind, so we'll see what happens there. There has to have been a medical emergency there. Our thoughts go out to whoever it was. It's playing. They've now got 50 minutes at Norwich Derby, and Derby are not actually doing too badly. Norwich are ahead of the better team, but it's Norwich 0, Derby 0.
And Murphy direct proceedings is going to lead this one to Murphy. He puts a great
Norwich
goal to the middle of the goal, and it's in the back of the net. Pompey score. It is Colby Bishop who gets it.
Sheffield United 0.
Oh, the referee's gone offside.
Oh, offside! Offside!
In front of the Pompey fan.
Oh!
That was his 50th goal.
Portsmouth are offside over the goal in the net.
It's been ruled out for offside. Seen it again. And they're right. He's just gone too soon there, Colby Bishop, to get in behind.
Oh, Colby. Norwich City! Oh, crosses it, but it's Goodman gets that one away for Derby, and that was nearly a goal for Norwich City on 51 minutes. It's now a corner. It's actually managed to save it. It went out for a corner. It's a corner to Norwich. Let's stay for the corner. So Goodman managed to save that one. It did manage to go over the line, and it's a corner for Norwich City. Let's wait for the corner.
On the ground, but loses out to Amin Hodgic. His clearance though straight to a Pompey player, and Dazelle has it midfield. Knocks it back now to Atkinson. Atkinson wide.
Waiting for the Norwich City corner now.
Ogilvie looking inside now. Checks away from Breritt Diaz.
Take the corner. Come on.
Plays it across to Dazelle. And then he ferries it wide.
Oh, come on, give him waste of time.
Swanson goes down and wins a free kick by the corner flag. They're making too many fouls here, Sheffield United, and Harmer is right in the linesman's face there with his reaction. That could get him into trouble with the official.
Oh, it comes across. Oh, Clark crosses it. Clark gets to it first for Derby County and kicks it out.
Pompey colours there for him.
It's not, Norwich don't seem to be able to get to that final ball, and when they have got it, they don't seem to they don't seem to be doing that well with it. It's Bolton 0, Crawley 1. Now that is a turn up for the books. So, Bolton 0, Crawley 1.
It's going to be a free kick taken by either Richard or
Crawley have been doing quite well, haven't they? Crawley, I must admit, have been doing
into the box. It's headed away by
reasonably well.
Drops on the edge of the volley, just over the bar.
It looks like Crawley may make it out of that bottom four quite easily, doesn't it? And Bolton.
Like I say, you feel like this goal is coming. They've had the ball in the back of the net through Bishop.
Why give me a goal flash about Bolton equalising after they've done it?
It's not going to go their way today.
God, I hate the technology. Burton 1, Blackpool 0, Huddersfield 0, Reading 0, Lincoln 1, Cambridge 1, Rotherham 0, Shrewsbury 0. Whose goals in the League 2? Crewe 0, Newport County 2.
Wide to Burrows, to the byline. Can Burrows get a cross in? He stands it up to the back post. It's taken a deflection. Has it? Nope. It's just gone straight out.
Salford 1, Tranmere 0. That was 0-0, wasn't it? Grimsby 0, Carlisle 1 still. Fleetwood 1, Cheltenham 0. Crewe 0, Newport 2. We seem to be getting 1 or 2 goals now, so we'll see what happens. See if we can catch them before they happen. We'll go to the Rotherham game. Oh, Rotherham have a shot, but it's off target, and it's a Shrewsbury goal kick.
He sort of ambles up towards the penalty spot.
trying to do a couple of
towards
several things at once here.
Infield to Potts. Potts now breaking forward into the Blades midfield. Just dumps it off.
Benning for Shrewsbury Town down the left-hand side. Rafferty tackles him. Who's going to come out with the ball? Rafferty does. Passes it down the right to Nombe. And Nombe, gets tackled. He goes out for a Rotherham throw-in.
Back to front there from Pompey.
So Rotherham have a throw-in here.
Up the pitch. But in the end they couldn't.
If anybody is watching that I don't know of, then please do like and subscribe. Always helps.
Pass back to Schmidt.
Powell, Humphreys Grant, Powell, do a quick 1-2 there. Cross in, but Blackman. We're really easy for Blackman. But he's out of his goal, completely out of his goal, and he still gets it.
Bishop lurking in the box here as an underlap comes in from Swanson. Cross is deflected, and they try to take it on here, and it's still not cleared by Sheffield United. Now eventually will be by Robinson, and out for a throw. Pompey again. Very
kicks it out. Zulz kicks it back in. Shrewsbury kick it back out, and Rotherham kick it back to the midfield. But Shrewsbury kick it back to, and then Rotherham get it with a doffin to Powell. Kicks it forward. Feeney grabs it a little bit. This is really, really messy. If ever.
As well.
If ever there was a poor game, this has to be it. This is a really bad game of football. Rotherham kick it forward. Shrewsbury Town's Gape grabs it in on the halfway line. Kicks it sideways, but Rotherham's Humphreys Grant gets it, tries kicking it on, and loses it to Gillette. I mean, this is like schoolboy football, as Shrewsbury Town kick it right down the right-hand side. And Rotherham tap it out for a really dangerous throw-in for Shrewsbury Town.
6 straight Championship away games. And some horrendous performances amongst that. 4-0 at Derby, 3-0 at Bristol City, 5-1 at West Brom last time out.
I want to see if there's been any changes here.
The team have been neck and neck with the leaders Leeds throughout this season. 1-1 is doing more than
I would hope that Rotherham have thought about making changes. We've only got 5 players on the bench.
Back to Murphy. Murphy now into the penalty area.
As Pierre comes in, Zach Jules. Zach Jules takes it from him, taps it back to. Taps it back to Dylan, and Dylan loses it to Pierre in the box. And Marquis manages to miss from about a yard out. And
needed a save.
Lord only knows why. How on earth Shrewsbury Town aren't 1-0 up? And what the hell Zach and the goalkeeper Dylan Phillips was thinking? That was a mess up extraordinaire, and Rotherham should be 1-0 down. That was awful. Never seen such a mess up in all my life. Andre Green has been pulled off at half time, and they brought in Hugill. So that's going to be good. We're not going to score now, are we? Dylan Phillips now with the ball in the Rotherham goal.
Wilder and his assistant Alan Neal get their instructions.
You see, they put Andre Green on the wing. When he put him in as an attacker, he actually scored a goal the first time he put him there, and the second time he made 2, and nearly scored 1. And it goes back to putting him on the wing. I mean, you know, what on earth, what idiot manager would do that? Oh yeah, ours. Shrewsbury attack down the middle, but Rotherham managed to grab it. Tried playing themselves out of trouble, but Shrewsbury Town managed to tap it down the right hand side, but only as far as Reece James for Rotherham.
He's tested Cooper in the second half, and he does so again now, bringing out another good save from the Blades custodian.
So Rotherham United now trying to work out what on earth they're going to do. 56 minutes in now, and it's just all Shrewsbury Town. All Shrewsbury Town as Humphreys Grant grabs it. That's a Nombe crosses it, but it's going nowhere at all. Why is Nombe on the left hand side?
by the match official, who's not ready to let...
almost looks like we've got Nombe on the left, and then we've put Hugill down the middle.
Referee's Mr. Ollie Langford.
Instead of having two attackers down the middle.
Corner then, whipped in left-footed by Ritchie.
Benning for Shrewsbury Town. It looks like Shrewsbury might actually nick this one. The odds are 7-5 against Rotherham. It's evens for a draw, and 11-2 against Shrewsbury Town. One shot for Shrewsbury so far, but they have been getting in the box quite often. They should have scored back then. How they missed it, God only knows. 4 shots for Rotherham still. It was like that after about 10 minutes. 4 shots, none on target. The fans here have had no shots on target at all. So the Rotherham game, right, if I can get back to it, it's been going 58 minutes. It's had 0 shots on target. Oh my God, what a game. Burton Albion 1, Blackpool 0, Bolton 1, Crawley 2. So Crawley have gone back in the lead, got in lead by 1 there. Barrow 1, Gillingham 0, Crewe 0, Newport 2 still. Fleetwood 1, Cheltenham 0. Salford City 1, Tranmere 0. No, Salford City 2, Tranmere 0. They just scored. I saw it go off, and I thought there's going to be a goal there. Salford 2, Tranmere 0. Salford looking like they might just keep that pressure up on the top 4. Top 7.
Why this is happening to them? They were expecting a much easier game from Portsmouth, a team who had lost 6 in a row away from home before today.
So let's have a look. We've got the Coventry game going now. So the Coventry game is in the second half. 47 minutes. Coventry 1, Ipswich 3. Can Coventry come back? They finished rather well. Coventry City. Can they try and do something? Because they really should be thinking of doing something.
Sheffield United half.
Southampton, Burnley. Now that was an interesting one. We nearly had a Southampton goal there, but it's still 0-0. Burnley now working hard to try and play it around the defensive area. 9 shots to Southampton, 3 on target, 3 to Burnley, 2 on target. So they're not far behind each other, but there's not a lot of excitement down there.
Gets it back again.
Preston 0, Wickham 0, and Wickham were doing quite well. I'm quite surprised that they're not doing a little bit better. I thought Wickham might be able to.
Puts a good ball in near post and it's headed
away. 1-1 at least would have been a decent score there. And it's Wigan 1, Fulham 2. Fulham have gone back in the lead. And it's Stoke City 3, Cardiff 2. And again, Cardiff just can't seem to keep the lead, can they? 2-0 up.
Almost delivering a terrific strike.
Now 3-2 down.
But it just drifted wide. The space opened up for
it's Norwich City 0, Derby 0 still. Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1, as you can hear. Portsmouth, I think, will be okay with this. They'll be happy that they didn't lose, but they should have won this so far. They really should be 2 goals in the lead. 3-1 at least by now. It's Bolton 1, Crawley 3. It's Burton 1, Blackpool 0. Let's go to the Huddersfield game. Huddersfield 0, Reading 0. And Reading are building now from the back, so Huddersfield have just been attacking. 60 minutes now. They try threading it through the middle, but Lees for Huddersfield tries threading it back. And then Bengu gets it, gives it to Lewis Wing for Reading. Savage now. Oh, Savage tries threading it down the left. Goes out for a Reading, Huddersfield throw, and Huddersfield pass it backwards to Wareham. And he glues it to Savage, who shoots, and it's off target. And you've got to be. You can't lose it in the final third like that, Huddersfield. You really can't. They nearly let Reading straight in there, and nearly was
But
they're going to have a substitution for Reading.
Murphy. Great delivery, back post, punched away by the keeper. Will drop
So
just
it's
outside
been
the
an
penalty area.
interesting game, this one. It's
off the legs of Peck.
At first, it was a very boring game. Huddersfield.
So
let's see the stats, see if it really has changed at all. 10 shots to Huddersfield, 2 on target. 4 shots to Reading, 1 on target.
Ogilvy can't get his cross in, but he's poked
At least we'll have more shots to watch in the latter half of the first half. But it's not looking great. I mean, it looks like if anybody's going to score, it's going to be Huddersfield.
Surely, whichever team scores, it will not be losing.
They're going to have to do a little bit better than this. 2 shots on target by Huddersfield, 1 from Reading. And Reading are in the ascendancy. I mean, they're going down the left, right hand side. Cross it. Campbell has a shot off target. Hits the defender. Comes back out. Lewis Wing has a shot, and that bounces off a defender. And
back to Robinson. Good touch from him.
Reading are actually doing quite well.
Plays a calm ball.
As we see Huddersfield try kicking it out. I guess for a Reading throw in. Let's just see what Reading do with his throwing. Reading now.
Plays it back to Peck.
On the Huddersfield side of the halfway. Oh, they throw it back to Mbengu.
Back post just beyond Cannon, who was there. And I'm not sure why Cannon's not gone for that. It was a
cross to the left hand side. Crosses it straight back to the right hand side for Reading.
Just throwing himself at it.
And Mbengu gets it back to goalkeeper. Oh, down there, Fisherman
was onside when he
runs across the halfway line, down the left hand side, but it gets tackled, kicked back out, only as far as Lewis Wing, who runs across the halfway line, down the right hand side to Campbell, tries a 1-2, then another 1-2 with Craig, but he loses it to Bolker. And Bolker now for Huddersfield just kicks it out, manages to find Marshall, but Garcia grabs it from him on the second attempt.
Derby, so
and Garcia to
away at Norwich, probably seen as a good result.
Just heard something there. Let's have a look at this. No.
In the FA Cup, no goals at Southampton.
No, still Norwich 0, Derby 0.
Preston Wickham, that's still goalless as well.
Stoke 3, Cardiff 2.
Peck knocks it forward.
Southampton 0, Burnley 0. I thought Burnley could do better. Southampton are still on top there. Everton 0, Bournemouth 2. Coventry still 1, Ipswich 3. Sheffield United 1, Portsmouth 1, but Portsmouth should be winning by at least 2 goals if you listen to this. Portsmouth missed at least 2 open, well, 1 very open net and 1 pretty much open net. So Portsmouth should be out and gone. Barrow 1, Gillingham 0, Colchester 0, Walsall 1, Crewe 0, Newport 2, Fleetwood 1, Cheltenham 0, Notts 1, Morecambe 0, Grimsby 1, Carlisle 1. So Grimsby have got one back at the bottom of the EFL. Milton Keynes 0, Bromley 1, and Salford 2, Tranmere 0. Milton Keynes versus Bromley.
You wouldn't want to give it to anybody else, to be honest.
2 mid-table teams, not going anywhere at the minute. It's Bromley winning, puts them in 12th position on 39 points. So it's either going to be they're a fair distance away from the going up. They're way enough away from the going down. As Bromley going cross it, shot, cross, something like that, and it's a Milton Keynes goal kick.
And hits it, and hits the wall, and it goes over the bar.
So let's have a look now as we go up.
His head now after that.
When we get closer to about 85 minutes, we'll have a look at the league positions. Sheffield United 1, and we've had a goal at Norwich. Norwich 1, Derby 0. And their woes still continue. In fact, that is going to make a bit of difference now at the bottom, isn't it? That's certainly going to make a difference at the bottom.
That was a good bit of work from him. And a chase on from Harmer.
Let's just make
Pressure
sure that
on
the goal
Schmidt, who's
has
a long way out from goal.
see the
He
goal
clears
hasn't
back
oh, it
into
has
the
just
Blades half,
appeared on this
headed
one.
on by Shaughnessy, only for Cooper to pick it up. And Sheffield United a bit more urgency in the play
Portsmouth
now.
now in
Sloppy
31
ball
points,
there by
19th
Clark.
position.
Seized upon by Murphy. It might fall to Bishop. Bishop's through on goal. Can Bishop score? He's put it over the bar. He's still looking for that 50th goal in Pompey colours. He claims it was deflected over for a corner. The referee not interested, saying goal kick. Colby
How
Bishop,
many open nets do they have to miss? For God's sake, man.
Sloppy play from Clark. Murphy returned it back into the middle. It was flicked on by Lang, and then from 14 yards out on his right foot, Bishop somehow put it over. He claims there was a deflection from a despairing challenge from Robinson. He might be right, to be honest, but he should still be scoring.
I can't believe it. Stoke City 3,
Pompey have missed so many good chances.
Cardiff 3. Portsmouth really should be out of the way and gone by now. They should be miles away from Sheffield United, but they're not. It's Coventry 0, Coventry 1, Ipswich 3 still, Everton 0, Bournemouth 2 still. Let's have a look at the Preston Wickham game.
Murphy's done well.
Wickham had a shot. It's a goal kick to Preston.
Feeds a cross in, and it's still eventually got away by Sheffield United. And now there could be a break on for the Blades. The game's got very stretched here. Rakisaki brought down by Ogilvie. That'll be a free kick. Might even be a yellow card for the Pompey goal scorer, although I think he's got away with it the way the referee is not.
Down to the left-hand side for Preston and and Shrewsbury Town have indeed gone ahead. It's Rotherham 0, Shrewsbury 1. And we really are absolute dross, aren't we? Rotherham are absolutely awful.
Now Cardiff have equalised. Stoke 3, Cardiff 3 in the FA Cup today.
So Stoke 3, Cardiff 3.
The team who knocked the Blades out in the third round with a 1-0 victory.
Still Backinson for Wickham grabs that one, and yeah, it's pretty much this is going to go penalties, isn't it? That just looks like it's going to go penalties.
It's all about promotion back to the Premier League. An automatic promotion is what they want, but unless they win today, they're not going to be.
So let's have a look at the Rotherham game. It's 65% possession to Rotherham, 35% to Shrewsbury Town. Rotherham 5 shots, none on target. Shrewsbury Town 2 shots, 1 on target, 1 in the net. They're leading. It's just absolute dross. Rotherham are playing awful. Nombe manages to pick it up and lose it straight away to Benning.
One of the new signings, I think.
Holmes, they put Holmes on. What the hell has he put Holmes on? Oh my God, this is.
Anyway, here comes the
what has he done?
Nodded away by the Pompey defence at the back post.
I must see this. This is ridiculous. Why has he put Holmes on?
It's again very firmly met by Atkinson and out for another throw.
So we have we've taken Andre Green off and put an attacker on Sibley off for Holmes.
And they've been exactly that.
What? Lewis Sibley off for Holmes? What the hell? I hope he's not injured, because if he's injured then we're stuffed, because we haven't got enough players to play 5, the minimum 5 in defence, in the
and it goes. Good
on the sub bench.
Towards the back post, headed away by
well,
Shaughnessy.
that's
clear,
difficult to understand. That was on 63 minutes. When did they score? 68. So we've made a stupid substitution, and then they've scored 5 minutes later. Well, that's pretty interesting.
Which will be Ryan Brewster, the ex-Liverpool player. Had a
well, I'm stunned.
This season in the Championship.
Taylor Perry scoring there for Shrewsbury Town on 68 minutes. Shrewsbury is making another substitution. We'll leave them to that because they're obviously going to win that one. Lincoln City 1, Cambridge 1, as we said. Rotherham 0, Shrewsbury 1. Sheffield United 1. Sheffield United 2, Portsmouth 1. And Sheffield United are going to listen to this. This is going to be a goal for Sheffield United.
So, yeah, Alchiche on for Ritchie.
They're going to score in a minute. They're going to score in a minute.
Cannon haven't stayed on for Sheffield United.
That's going to put Portsmouth a little bit further closer to that bottom three, isn't it?
Anyway, Sheffield United have it now with Sousa. Good turn from Harmer. Gets away from Potts. Plays it wide.
Listen to
right
this.
Side now to Clark. Clark's ball to the box. It's a good one. It's headed away just to the edge of the box. McCullum's in there making a nuisance of himself, but it's cleared by Pompey again as we enter the final 20 minutes. Bishop brings it down to the benefit of Harmer. Reverse ball into the feet of Cannon. He lays it off now. McCullum's low ball near post, and it's finished off by Rakisaki. What a goal for Sheffield United. They cracked it up about 3 levels there, and they've scored the goal. That was brilliant.
Not brilliant for Portsmouth fans.
Harmer involved on 2 occasions.
Oh dear. Wigan 1, Fulham 2, Stoke City 3, Cardiff 3, with Cardiff equalising there. It's still Southampton 0, Burnley 0, Preston 0, Wickham 0, Everton 0, Bournemouth 2, and the game that was stopped from the start is now Coventry 1, Ipswich 3 still. 61 minutes there.
It's one sub to another. Cannon
75 minutes everywhere else.
Low, and Rakisaki got free of Ogilvy to finish off at the back post. So 2 substitutes involved there with the assist and the final touch on the goal. And that is... hang on. Coventry 2, Ipswich 3. Can they fight back from 3-0 down? No, it's been disallowed. It's Coventry 1, Ipswich 3 still. And also 1 or 2 things in the build-up which they could have done better. But
well, obviously my team is flat on the. It's in the. We're on the beach. Rotherham are on the beach. And they're playing like they're on the beach. It's Rotherham 0, Shrewsbury Town 1, and Burton Albion 1, Blackpool 0, Lincoln City 1, Cambridge 1, which I did think Cambridge could scupper them because Lincoln haven't been playing very well. It's Huddersfield 0, Reading 0, and Huddersfield don't seem to be able to get anything going.
By Atkinson, Sheffield United will pick up the rebound now and let it go out for a throw.
Well, think of it this way, Roy. You're not going to lose today like we are.
This is about game management.
I mean, come on, you're not losing.
They throw it back to Ahmed Hodzic.
Look at we're on C.
Turns back onto his.
We're out with
Ahmed
it.
Hodzic plays it forward.
Yeah, we're at the sea. We're on the beach and drinking the sangria. To be honest, it looks like the players have been drinking sangria. They can't get one on target for the love of the money. They're absolutely dross.
Transgressor on this occasion.
I think we've just lost Sibley, our January signing, for an injury. That means that Rotherham don't have enough players to put 5 on the bench for the next game, which is going to be interesting, right? How the hell are they going to do a game? Are they going to? They're going to have to put an injured player on the bench because they have to field five bench players. We've only got 4. Tell me how we're going to do it, because I'd love to know what his idea was. Having such a crap January. Bolton 2, Crawley 3. We're going into League 2. It's Notts County 2, Morecambe 0. It's Barrow 1, Gillingham 0. Colchester 2, 10-man Walsall 1. There's been a red card there. Crewe 0, Newport County 2, Fleetwood 1, Cheltenham 0. Grimsby have just equalised against bottom of the EFL 1. And Salford 2, Tranmere 0.
And the referee has brought out the yellow card for Harry Clark.
And Rotherham have equalised.
Clark.
Little and late. Their first shot at target and it's gone in. Milton Keynes 0, Bromley 1.
That's professional football, I'm afraid.
We're going to wait another 4 minutes, then we're going to have under 21s.
14 minutes to go.
Well, yeah.
Burnley's taking the lead now at Southampton in the FA Cup.
I mean,
Burnley
they've got to put one on, and where the hell they're going to... Well, it's got to be, hasn't it? They're going to have to... But have they got a professional... Have the under 21? I suppose they will have a professional licence, won't they?
Again, putting a bit of pressure on the Blades' defence. Good ball into the back post. He won the first header.
So who scored? Akeem Mudoffin.
Knocked it away.
Akeem Mudoffin scored. My God. Oh no, Shrewsbury have got another goal. It's Rotherham 1, Shrewsbury 2. And as soon as Rotherham equalise, they go straight the other end and they score another one. Absolute dross. Total, utter garbage.
Play the ball through, and it's Cannon and Rakisaki 2-on-1 with the last defender, Swanson. Cannon towards goal, hits a shot, and it's out with the bar. He couldn't get the ball through.
Portsmouth should be in the lead in this one, but unfortunately they just can't. They've had two open nets, Portsmouth, and missed both of them.
Nicholas Schmidt as two Sheffield United players bore down on him from that counter attack. They couldn't convert.
So
approaching the final 10 minutes then.
Let's go to League One. Huddersfield 0, Reading 0. Let's have a look at this one. This has been the most boring game of the... no, it's been the second most boring game. The Rotherham one's been the main one. Reading now, attacking with a Brefa. Bindon. That's all like passing it around midfield as if to say, well, we'll do with a draw.
There's another ball about to come onto the pitch. The crowd threw it in as Ogilvie was about to take it.
We really are the dross of this league. Brefa, Reading, cross it. Oh, Kane intercepts that for Huddersfield.
Now Sheffield United clear through Peck.
I actually have got a bet. I bet on Rotherham getting relegated before Christmas. And I only got 9-1.
Just about keeps it in,
right, I got 9-1 before Christmas. The bookies were thinking. Even the bookies were thinking, well, there's a pretty good chance they might go down here.
Left back up the pitch.
I won't bloody put it past them. With this number of people,
difficult to tell. I mean, the whole of the ball has to go out, doesn't it? So you always wonder, but.
Absolute awful, absolute dross. As Huddersfield attack down the left-hand side with Marshall.
Fourth goal at Coventry now.
Back to Spencer. Marshall, Lees. Marshall, Lees, Kane.
Here come.
Good little 1-2 touches by Huddersfield. Karoma comes in. Kane. There's about 4 or 5 people in players down there. Bolka, they've really got a high line now. Huddersfield, Turton, Bolka. You've got to get out of the midfield at some point. Turton tries it, goes down the right hand side, but pulls it back to Kasumu. Nibs intercepts that one at a really good time, but Ben Wiles nicks it off him, shoots on target, but it's Kane that manages to take it and welly it at the last minute. And comes back, and Charles passes it in. Oh, he's offside. It would have been a great goal, that one. Huddersfield, could have been a goal, that one, but unfortunately.
Both from Murphy, the ones that I can remember.
Thank you, Roy. Yeah, thank you. It's a good job I bet on Rotherham going down, isn't it? At least I'll get some money.
And, I don't think Pompey really deserved to lose this. Sheffield United have barely deserved to win.
Substitution for Huddersfield. Rotherham are absolute dross at the minute. 80 minutes. Let's have a look at the I did say we'd wait 80-85 minutes. Let's have a look at the league.
It's definitely been one that Sheffield United have been really
in first. We have Birmingham on 63 points. They have Wickham in second on 59. We have Wrexham third on 55. Stockport in fourth on 53. Huddersfield are 5th on 49. Charlton, surprisingly, 6th on 47. Then everybody else is fighting for it. We've got Reading in 7th on 45. Orient in 8th on 44.
Shaughnessy, he's got 80 odd minutes.
One game in hand on everybody. And Bolton in 9th on 44. Barnsley are now 10th on 43. and pretty poor. At the bottom we have Rotherham in 15th on 37.
Man from Arsenal. Sorry, not from Arsenal. From
Wigan 16th on 34. Northampton 17th on 33. Exeter 18th on 32. 19th Bristol Rovers on 31. Peterborough is just out of it in 20th on 30 points. And then Burton, Crawley, Shrewsbury and Cambridge in the drop zone on 28, 27, 26 and 23. However, Burton are really doing very well indeed. Crawley are starting to play extremely well. In fact, they're winning at the minute. Shrewsbury are obviously winning at the minute against Rotherham. Cambridge, they were winning. Oh no, they equalised. No, they were winning. Anyway, it's 1-1, so they're getting points as well. All the bottom four are getting points. As we wait for something at Lincoln City on 85. So what's happening at Lincoln City?
Up to the halfway line where it's headed clear. Matthews meeting it pretty firmly, then he shoves.
Oh, a red card to Lincoln City. A red card to Lincoln City.
Or Hayden Matthews.
So what's happened here? Is there a penalty here?
He's been.
We'll wait for this because if it's a penalty to Cambridge, that's going to make the bottom four very, very close, isn't it? I mean, at the minute we've got Burton in 21st on 28 points. It's only 9 points away from Rotherham. It's going to be a very, very dangerous game that they're playing, isn't it? Rotherham keep up this. They're going to be really very, very close. Very, very close. I mean, the next game will be their 30th game. 16 games. We've got 17 games to go to get 13 points. And we haven't really been doing that of late. So no, it's not. It's a free kick to Cambridge. And Lincoln get another yellow card. Lincoln are playing it dangerous here. If they start getting more yellows and reds, they're going to be in deep shit. Bolton 3, Crawley 3, Burton 1, Blackpool 0, Lincoln 1, 10-man Lincoln 1, Cambridge 1, Rotherham 1, Shrewsbury Town 2.
Feel quite secure. Their team are going to pick up all 3 points.
Sheffield United 2, Portsmouth 1.
This game's gone now. I don't think you really should be feeling secure about it because Pompey have been the better team, created better chances throughout.
Portsmouth are the better team, have been the better team.
Late momentum in the game. Trying to put a squeeze on their opponents and keep the play in the Pompey half. Peck wins a header.
Yeah, Bolton 3, Crawley 3.
It's knocking it forward now.
Still Huddersfield 0, Reading 0, which is weird because just done. Really weird. Who scored for Bolton? Then let's have a look who scored for Bolton.
Actually, the reaction of the Pompey players suggests
it's Sheehan for Bolton.
Card out already, and Sidey Peck will be booked. So.
Norwich 1, Derby 0, we said. Wigan 1, Fulham 2, and Wigan got back to 1-1, but they just don't seem to be able to do it. Stoke City 3, Cardiff 3. Cardiff in the lead, but then came back to equalise there.
Was meant to be Sidey Peck, and I think the referee's got that one spot on. It's a yellow
and
card.
It is Southampton 0.
But not
Burnley 1, and I did think they could do it. They have done it so far. It's 88 minutes, and Southampton are losing at home to Burnley.
The man is still down though. So
Preston 0, Wickham 0.
Pompey now. Lang has hurt his ankle. I think they've used all the subs as well.
I'd take Callum Lang off. Portsmouth. He's missed about 2 open nets so far. I mean, he had an open net to just tap it into, and he decided to volley it. And he volleyed it, straight into the sky. You dopey idiot. I'm like, why did you do that? otherwise they would have been 3 or 4-0 up. Well, 3-1 up.
So there's going to be some
Just ridiculous. Sheffield United have a throw in now in their own half.
Because of other incidents as well. Of course, in the second half.
Not looking too good for Portsmouth. I think they've just dropped the heads now. They were the best team. Not anymore. Nothing in there.
At the referee's discretion.
Norwich 1, Derby 0. Timeline there.
Back against Fulham in the FA Cup. It's Wigan 1, Fulham 2 there. As the ball's played forward.
Nothing much at all. Oh, it's a penalty!
Back to goal.
It's a penalty to Derby County. It's Norwich 1, Derby 0, and penalty to Derby.
Throw in to Sheffield United.
Can Derby equalise from the penalty spot? I saw the odds going. I think there's something else going on here.
To be taken.
We'll wait for the Derby County free penalty. Here we go. The Derby County take the penalty. Come on, kick that bloody thing.
Challenging with his boot.
Norwich 1.
Lent in with his head. So free kick for a high boot by Rhian Brewster.
Derby 0.
The free kick will now be taken with Pompey back to the full complement of 11 men. Lange's back on the pitch.
91 minutes. Yeah, 91 minutes.
Trying to leave this one and let it go out.
I bet the ref was thinking, God, I wish I'd blown the whistle.
By Matthews for a corner. So Robinson, in trying to just let that ball run out for a goal kick, has conceded a corner, or he's kicked off him.
I'm bored with League One. It's rubbish because
Is this the moment then?
The only thing we always end up near the bottom, fending off relegation. And it's a goal. It's Norwich 1, Derby County 1. A penalty in the 91st minute, and it's an equaliser there for Derby County in the Championship.
Pretty well there from the corner, but Cooper had a great position. He got the ball. So he kicks long into the Pompey half. Now cheek shake over his head, but met by Atkinson.
5 minutes extra time at Sheffield United. Sheffield United 2, Portsmouth 1. Doesn't look good there. Bolton 3, 10-man Crawley 3. Burton 1, Blackpool 0. Huddersfield 0, Reading 0, and I said to right to be this is going to be a 0-0. It looks like it might be. 10-man Lincoln 1, Cambridge 1, Rotherham 1, Shrewsbury 2. Let's just get on from that one. Accrington 0, Wimbledon 0, Barrow 2, Gillingham 0, Colchester 2, 10-man Walsall 0. Crewe 0, Newport County 3, Fleetwood 2, Cheltenham 0. Grimsby are now winning. They were behind. It's Grimsby 2, Carlisle 1. And they thought I thought that the bottom team in the FL might get a point there. Milton Keynes 0, Bromley 1, Notts County 2, Morecambe 0. Salford 2, Tranmere 0.
Sheffield United can spring forward now. Pompey a little bit caught forward in the end. Ogilvie as well.
Let's have a look at the Rotherham game as Hugill goes down the middle, gets a Nombe and he loses it in defence. We get sideways, but Powell, but he can't do anything with it. He gets it back and crosses it to Rafferty, a defender in the attacking half. Rafferty gets into the box, give it back to Holmes. And of course, being an under 21, he just fluffs it, and it's a goal kick to Shrewsbury. Don't want to watch that, it's garbage. And Lincoln 1, Cambridge 1.
For Pompey, if they play like this, they could get something. Let's
have a look at Huddersfield Reading game. Huddersfield Coroma down the left-hand side.
Added on by Oliver Langford.
I bet also the stats are. Yeah, 16 shots, 5 on target for Huddersfield.
Preston and Wickham 0-0. Burnley lead 1-0 at Southampton.
I can tell you what the result of Steve Evans' review is.
Coventry 1.
We didn't take our chances.
Thrown in down the line to Jezra and Rakisaki, who holds it up. Wins another throw in.
We didn't take our chances. We didn't have any bloody chances, man. Absolute dross. I'm not going to be listening to it. I'll let you listen to that one. Steve Evans. I was hoping that Bolton might nick him. I mean, they said Bolton's interested in Steve Evans. Yes! Oh, God, they went for him, didn't they? Schumacher got it instead of Evans. Surely to God we could have let him, go and have a quick shifty at it. Oh dear, never mind. Throw in for Reading in their own half. Exhibition
goes out for a Portsmouth throw. However, they've wasted a minute. They'll feel like that was.
Oh, Lees grabs it off him for Huddersfield. Can they do anything in the last 3 minutes of the game? 92 minutes of 95.
Pompey had it clear. Sousa wins the next
and Lees now for Huddersfield.
Moves towards the corner flag again. Then he jinks back in towards the penalty area. Still going, Brewster to the byline. Still going. Can he win a corner? No. Is it?
92.
Brewster was adamant.
Tapping it along midfield. A free kick for Huddersfield. No.
And he gives goal kick.
Nice free kick for Reading. Reading kick it into the Huddersfield half, but Lewis Wing loses it. Exhibition gets it back and he loses it. And then the guy from Huddersfield loses it to Campbell. Oh, for God's sake. This is why it's 0-0. Savage picks it up for Reading. Can we have more than one pass, please? Where's Savage going to kick it?
Because this is going in your box. And it goes up towards the edge of the penalty area where it's headed clear by Clark. They'll try and run it away now. Peck.
Back to midfield. Back to Savage. Tries crossing it in straight to Nichols. Kicks it out to Turton. Turton loses it to Nibs. And Nibs now tries cracking it into the Huddersfield half, but Bolker gets it for Huddersfield.
Sheffield United are almost there now.
Huddersfield now.
3 points in their promotion challenge. It looked like an easy one on paper today.
Doesn't look very good. It looks a bit. Yeah, it looks destined for 0-0 that one.
They should have lost.
Instead they're going to Huddersfield definitely.
Ball cleared away by Ogle.
Yeah, I thought that they were going to get second, and in my mid-term.
Back pass. He's forced Cooper to go a long way, but Cooper recovers well. Lang was lurking.
In my half-term prediction, I put Huddersfield up in second, and I'm thinking they're going to start playing well now. Nah, let's not bother. And they said they were going to spend millions of pounds in January, and they've spent a fair bit, but it's not made any difference. Whoops. So not very good there. However, let's have a look. It's Coventry 1, Ipswich 4. So Ipswich did indeed. Coventry had a ball in the net, but it was ruled offside. Everton 0, Bournemouth 2. That looks like that is the end there. So Everton have lost to Bournemouth. Extra time being played at Preston. It's Preston 0, Wycombe Wanderers 0. 95 minutes so far at Stoke. It's Stoke 3, Cardiff 3. That looks destined for penalties, for extra time. Rotherham has finished. Rotherham 1, Shrewsbury Town 2. Let's see for Evans's nice little. We didn't take our chances thing. Bolton 3, Crawley 3. I've got to go to the other screen now, haven't I? And just flick that to update it. And we will go through the scores. So, are we ready? Because you've just told me Blackpool has scored. So, and that was directly before it was the game finished. So here we go. It's in the FA Cup we have Leeds 0, Millwall 2, Orient 1, Manchester City 2, Coventry 1, Ipswich 4. That's obviously where that's going to finish. Everton have Everton have lost. Everton 0, Bournemouth 2, Stoke City 3, Cardiff 3. That looks like going to extra time. Preston 0, Wycombe 0. That is on extra time. Southampton 0, Burnley 1 is a final score. Wigan 1, Fulham 2. Going to the Championship, here we go. Sunderland 2, Watford 2. Oh, that might be a ding-dong of a game. West Brom 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Nice to see the Pigs lose. Norwich 1, Derby County 1. Sheffield United 2, Portsmouth 1. Portsmouth should have won that one, really should. League 1. Do I have to do these? Charlton 2, Stevenage 0. Stockport 2, Barnsley 1. Bolton 3, Crawley 3. That's still playing, but I think it. Never say never there, is it? Burton 1, Blackpool 1, taking a point. Taking 2 points off of Burton because they were doing quite well in the bottom, weren't they? Huddersfield 0, Reading 0 is a final score. Lincoln 1, Cambridge 1. Rotherham 1, Shrewsbury 2. We will do League 2. Bradford 1, Harrogate 0. Swindon 3, Port Vale 3. Accrington 0, Wimbledon 0. Barrow 3, Gillingham 0. Changing the manager didn't make any difference there, did it? Colchester 2, Walsall 1. Crewe 0, Newport 3. Fleetwood 2, Cheltenham 0. And Grimsby managed to win it in the end. Carlisle went ahead 1-0. It finished Grimsby 2, bottom of the EFL, Carlisle 1. MK Dons 0, Bromley 1 is 98 minutes, it's still going. Notts County 2, Morecambe 0, and Salford 2, Tranmere Rovers 0. So we shall wait, and we'll wait for the oh my God, no, there's been a goal at Bolton Crawley. There's been a goal at Bolton Crawley. Before you go, it's Bolton 4, Crawley 3. It was a bloody typical. I go off somewhere else, and there's a goal in it. It's Ipswich 1, Coventry 1, Ipswich 4. Looks like there's another 3 or 4 minutes there. That was actually, I think that was stopped for an incident right at the beginning. It started 12 minutes late. They're only on 87 minutes. So it's Coventry 1, Ipswich 4 after 87 minutes. Preston Wickham is in extra time. It's now going to extra time at Stoke Cardiff 3-3. What the hell's happened with Bolton Crawley? 12 minutes extra time? Bloody hell! Jesus, there's another minute to play at Bolton. They've played 101 already. Like 102 minutes. Oh my God. Oh dear Lord. And Crawley are just going to be... Oh dear. I didn't see that one coming. Crawley can play really well for about 40 minutes, but they're not. That's it though, Roy, isn't it? I mean, they play well for a certain bit, and then the rest of it they play like, well, bottom of the league team. Yeah, they were doing well. They do well for about 35, 45 minutes, and then they go and implode, and like they did it against Exeter, I think, didn't they? They did. They did it against Exeter. They were 4-1 up, and then drew 4-4 against Exeter. And I was in Exeter, and their fans said they were ready to go home at half time, 4-1 down at half time. Crawley played brilliantly for the first 40 minutes, and then Exeter got a goal back, but they didn't look like getting anywhere. So the Exeter fans wanted to leave at half time, and this goes, but we came out and Crawley didn't seem to turn up, and it was just all Exeter in the second half, 4-4, and they equalised in about the 93rd minute apparently, and it should be finishing any second. I say it's finished. Bolton 4, Crawley 3, and that wayward Crawley side that plays so well for 35-45 minutes have done it again. They've lost away at Bolton. They should have won that one. But again, they've done the same as that they did at Exeter and just collapsed in the second half. Anybody scored in the extra time? Not yet. It's John Essex Sports Channel, over and out. I'm going to listen. I might actually listen to Evans's feeble excuse. Yeah, it is. I'll tell you what, it must be. Because they scored 4 against Exeter. They scored 3 against... Well, yeah, they scored 3 against Bolton in the first half. And weird, it's daft, isn't it? I shall see you possibly next week. So let's see how many Rotherham are going to lose by. I don't care anymore. We're on the beach. Who cares? Oh dear, John Essex Sports Channel. It's a good job I don't take Rotherham seriously, isn't it? Over and out for one more poor weekend. And do like and subscribe. Thank you. Over and out. See you, Roy.